Welcome to my workshop. You are watching Casual DIY channel, and today I just wanted to show you a couple of products that you can do and sell so you can elevate your business or create a side hustle. Now for this you will need a tool, a laser engraver and cutting machine. In my case it's a machine from WeCreat, absolutely fantastic bit of kit with some really cool features, and if you're not very tech savvy, actually is super easy to put together, and it just works more or less out of the box. Now if you want to have a look at how to put this together and how to actually start working with it, I've got a separate video on that and I'm going to leave a link down below. So today I just want to show you a range of products that hopefully will inspire you to do something very similar or open a new avenue of opportunities for your business. Now what I'm talking about are rewards, trophies, medals for different types of occasions, and we are surrounded in this, okay? Plenty of local sport events like in the schools. For example, if you do have kids, you know there's plenty of events, football, netball, running, everything. Almost every month there's some sort of occasion, and well, they need some sort of reward. So a trophy, a medal, absolutely perfect. And you can create such a product with a machine like this. And today I'm going to show you 4 examples of what I'm making. And later on in the video, I'm just going to show you a rough idea how to make the graphics for these projects. As me personally, I'm not actually very artistic and it would be very hard for me to create graphics like these, but I'm going to show you some free tools you can utilize and take it to your advantage to create some really cool designs that you can make and sell. So first of all, I'm going to take you through the process of making all 4 designs. The trophies will have a plate with what they are for example, a football tournament or chess tournament or something like that, and what place the person got. And the best thing to do at this stage is to actually pre-paint a couple of strips of plywood that we're going to use for those plates. Now you can obviously do different colors, gold, silver, brown, okay, depending on what place they got, or maybe just a general color if it's a football team and everyone will get the same. So in this case I'm actually going to be using a gold paint, as I'm going to be making first place prizes. I'm going to leave those to fully dry. I will also need a couple of pieces that are yellow. Alright, let's sort out the first project. Now I want to utilize some scrap pieces I've got lying about in my workshop. So I've got 2 pieces of plywood that are both 4mm in thickness. Now I'm just going to whack both of them inside of this machine, and you'll see how easy it actually is to align everything, and the machine will autofocus and everything for us. So there's no measurements, no nothing like that. So the first project is a medal for a good behaving pupil. Let's jump into my laptop. Right then, as you can see, that's the inside of the laser itself, and the software we're using is WeCreat Make It. That's the software that comes with this machine. So I'm just going to press refresh, and now we can see both of our pieces. So it's super easy to actually align our project, and that's the project I've got for us. And check this out, what we need to do next is to focus the machine so it knows how thick the material is. That's 1 button there. So I'm going to select our work, autofocus, and the machine will do it for us. How cool is that? Now in this software you can have 1 project to do everything for you. So you can cut out, you can engrave and mark as well. So absolutely fantastic. And as you can see at the bottom we've got different colors for different types of jobs. So I'm just going to move blue because I want to fill and engrave that. So that needs to be the first task. Next, I score a line, the red here. I'm just going to do that, and at the end we're going to cut everything out. And obviously the settings will be dictated by the power of your machine. In my case, fill engrave 100% power, speed 250 millimeters per second. The scoring a line 80% power 250 millimeters per second, and cutting out 100% power and 5 millimeters per second. Right, now we can start the job. Just over here you got the start button. Press that. It should take around 12 minutes and 17 seconds. I'm going to send it to the machine, and I need to press a button at the front of the machine to actually start the job. The machine itself has got a full support from air assist, so you do get an air pump with this as well. The module in this model is 20 watts, so it's the sweet spot for engraving and cutting capabilities as well. Now, the best part of this enclosure is that there is no fumes getting out. It does have a fume extraction, so if you do have a window or a vent, it's absolutely perfect. You're not going to smell anything when this machine works, and in a busy environment, office or workshop, that's actually very important, so you don't breathe in those harmful fumes. Now, from additional safety features, you've got the lid itself that will block any harmful rays from the blue dot laser. Now, if you decide to, for example, open the lid as the laser is operational, it will stop, and that's a great safety feature in my opinion. And obviously when you close the lid, you can resume your work from the place you stopped. Okay, and the machine has finished. Let's have a look at the results. So that's the back of it, and that's the front. So the idea with 2 layers on this will be in some sort of a color. I'm thinking blue. That will give it a nice depth and an interesting look, and then we'll glue both of them together. I think this came out really nice. Okay, let's just spray the blue on top of this one now. Now the next project is a football trophy. Check this out. I think this will look absolutely brilliant. So let's get the football over here onto our material. And again, this piece of plywood is 3 millimeters, and we're gonna have the footballer just over here. Now the rest of these, that's the base for this trophy, and I'm going to be cutting that out of 5 millimeter plywood. This back of plate, that can be as 3 millimeters. However, this plate with the text, we're going to cut that out of the 3 millimeter plywood that we painted gold. Okay, I've got everything ready, so let's autofocus this. It should take about 21 minutes. Okay, and check out the results. Let's have a look. Football player, I think that came out absolutely stunning. Perfect. And then the ball itself, gonna go on top like that. I think that's gonna be absolutely awesome. Now I do want to actually paint this white to give it a bigger contrast to the football player. Time for the sign. I've got this strip that is painted in gold, and I think that's gonna look really, really cool. Not bad at all, guys. Look at that. Really nice. Very, very cool. Okay, now I'm going to be putting 5 millimeter plywood, and I'm going to cut out the base of this. Alright, check the next one. This is American football trophy. As you can see, everything is set up. So, already done the autofocus. We can just start cutting and engraving. This should take about 13 minutes. Now check this out, that's everything cut out. That's the base for this trophy for an American football. I think it came out absolutely fabulous. It looks brilliant, especially with the layer aspect and additional colors to it. Obviously we still need to glue everything together, but we'll do that in just a second. Next, I've got one more design for you for a game of chess. Now check out this engravement. It came out absolutely fabulous. Super happy how this turned out, guys. Look at that. Hopefully you'll be able to see all the detail in this. Absolutely stunning. It looks really, really cool. Right, now I'm going to cut out the rest of the parts for this trophy, and we're going to start putting everything together. And I'm going to be using CA glue to do just that. And I do wonder if you managed to notice one mistake, a spelling mistake that I did on one of the projects. If you've seen it, let me know down below in the comments section. There you go. That's the first project. I think that looks really, really nice. Obviously, any color you want. But yeah, I think this came out really nice. Now, you need some sort of a string or something. But yeah, overall, I think this is quite interesting. And there you go. Few seconds to put this together and check that out. I think this came out brilliantly. Perfect gift, perfect reward for a tournament where kids are playing at school or anywhere else. I think this is a brilliant idea. And as you can see, quite simple to do. In the same way, I'm gonna finish off the rest and check the other two. This one is for the American football, obviously. You got the tag over here, you can put any text you want. Really impressed with this one. And then for chess competition. I think this one is really unique. I really do like the engraving, although look at that, we do have a unicorn here. Now in a minute I'm just going to show you where I got those graphics from and how I managed to do these trophies. It's actually quite simple, and I really do like the detail that you know, we took a part of this graphic and managed to do a 3D cutout of this on its own from the painted piece of plywood in yellow, and I think that looks really good. And again, you've got the plate at the bottom and you can put anything you like there. I think they came out really, really good. They are just examples. Obviously I was thinking about my son, what competitions does he participate, and just looking around the local market, and I have to say there's so many things going on, from football to chess. Obviously in Poland we don't have American football, not to extent that's in the US. Now the main reason I thought about creating this was my son's teacher. We had a meeting a couple of months ago and she was thinking of how to reward kids for good behavior and all that. And I thought to myself, well, I've got a perfect tool to actually come up with something, and there you go, that's one of the examples. But then I thought to myself, there's so many other tournaments, there's so many other events, and you can actually create these and sell them. And these will be a lot cheaper for the potential investor to actually obtain. These can look and be more personalized, and they can actually look a lot cooler than the usual plastic or metal ones that, well, they're not that interesting. And these, as you can see, the designs, well, could be anything you really want. As I said before, I'm not very good at creating graphics or, you know, drawing anything really. So I've used a very interesting tool that everybody's talking about, and it seems to be working quite well, although it's not foolproof and it's not a magical thing. Let's just jump into my laptop and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you want to save one particular page, bing.com/images/create. So it's basically an AI tool. Yes, you heard it right, AI tool, but it is free. So we can type in a prompt of a photo we want. So let's say stencil of a soccer player reaching for a ball. Okay, and now just generate. And there you go. We do have few images that we can use. You can edit them within this software. However, I think we're gonna go with this one. This one's pretty cool. So we can download that. And now what we can do is to go to Lightburn. Okay, Lightburn is actually quite easy and does have quite a lot of tools. So we're just gonna move that stencil to Lightburn, and what we can do, right click it and trace image. Okay, press OK and check that out. We don't need the original image anymore. There we go. That is pretty cool. First layer. And what we can do as well, just gonna get it a little bit smaller. Now let's go to this tool, offset shapes. Click on that, change it to 2, outward, round, press OK. So what we created an outline that goes around the perimeter, and we're going to use that to actually cut things out. So I'm going to change that to red layer, and that's going to be our line. So there you go, that could be the top of our trophy. So what else do we need? We need some sort of a base. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to use the rectangle. I'm going to make one. Let's go with 2 30mm by 80mm. That's our box. And we want to have a double layer like I did. So go to the offset shape again. This time let's do a larger offset. Let's have it corner so it's all nice and square. Okay, so now we've got 2 shapes, we've got 2 layers. However, we need a slot. Okay, this needs to slot into these bases and they need to be exactly the same. So what we're going to do, again, rectangle. So let's say we're going to be using 3mm plywood for this footballer. So height, we're going to set to 3mm, and the width, we can go with 80mm. And we're going to need 3 copies of that. And 3, okay. We're going to center that. Alignment, okay, just like that. And we're going to group this so it's not going to come apart. Same with this one, we're going to just align it, making sure it's in the middle, so later on when we pair both of them, that slot will be in the same place in all pieces. Now we need to figure out how to connect that to the body of our footballer. Let's say the base will be 5mm each, so we can change the height over here to 10mm. What we can do now, I'm going to grab that and add it to our footballer like that. What we can do to connect both, select the rectangle and select the surrounding red line. So we've got both of them selected, and now press this tool, weld all selected shapes. Check that out. And now the footballer is actually attached to this rectangle. However, if let's say you want some sort of a text to it as well, well, nothing easier. Let's get the rectangle tool, and you want a double layer like I did again. Okay, so again, let's go to the offset. This time we're going to go inward, change the size to, let's say, 2mm, and there you go. Now we've got 2 shapes that we can sandwich together, and on the smaller one, on the top one, we can put some text. Just gonna make it a little bit smaller. And again, we're gonna align this. Me personally, I'm just gonna attach this to the footballer's foot just over here with a bit of glue. Okay, so we've got the basics of our design. So let's go and export this. And now I can move the test onto our software that will be cutting things out. In my case is WeCreat Make It. I'm just gonna move it out of the way so we can see it a little bit better. And you can set the parameters, okay? So for example, the red parameters, that will be for cutting out 5. So all the red lines will be cut out. The black piece, we're gonna go with fill and engrave, just like that. Power 100%. This time we're gonna go with 260, 250, something about that. That will be about right. And that's it, guys. It's as easy as that. What you're gonna have, the footballer, the inside will be engraved. As you can see, the dark pattern, the red line, it will cut this shape out, and then you've got the base down below. It's really that simple to make. Now the laser I've used today, WeCreat, absolutely fantastic bits of kit, perfect for an office environment as long as you've got a vent somewhere or an open window that you can put the hose to extract the fumes. Definitely a fantastic tool to have around, and as you can see, it opens new avenues of business opportunities. That's one of them, but there's plenty more that this machine can tackle. Now, if you're interested in this machine, I do have some links for you down below in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and check it out, read more specs and more info on it and what it's all about. For me, I think it's a brilliant piece of kit. Now, as you can see, it's not that hard at all, and that took us few minutes to do. Obviously, the more time you're going to spend on it, the better designs you will be able to make. But even from the footballer, you can take out pieces from the shape of the player and create a 3D effect like I've done just over here, painted it in a different color, and just adds that depth to your design. Now, I hope that was informative to you, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to drop me that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more cool content. Now, if you want a more in-depth video on creating graphics like that, hey, you know where the comment section is, and let me know. Now, you have to be careful with the AI tools, as not all of them will allow you to use those pictures in a business. Okay, so you need to check out what are the terms and conditions. Now, if you're really not good with computers, but you still want to create things like that, you can actually buy the ready designs on Etsy. There's plenty of them there, and they cost pennies, £1 or £2 for few designs that you can utilize with your laser machine. So there is also that option there, guys. So I have to say, for me, it's a new business venture, and I'm hoping this will pick up in the coming months for me locally, okay? There's plenty of schools in my town, and there's plenty of events going on. And the more I get known by making these, I'm gonna get more customers. Fingers crossed anyway. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video and it gave you a few inspirations and maybe business ideas. If it did, drop me that like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, but don't go just yet. I've got some really cool playlists just over here. Check them out, and maybe you'll find your next video there to watch. Take care.